Hey, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 wins in binary options. Right now, it's Music City Trader. We are on our climb. We are on day around 33 of our binary options climb. And so I'm going to get right into my analysis, but you can always like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like these videos. I just got this session done. It's Monday, and it's about 8:30 a.m. I'm trading in OTC. And so I jumped in here. I got my screen recording going, and this is a session I just did. It was 5 wins, and it went like this: win, loss, and then I got off that chart because it just wasn't, I wasn't reading it right. And then I had win, 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 and that was all a trend surf. So I'm kind of excited that I caught a really legit trend surf. So as you can see in this first win, or this first, I think this might have been a win. Yeah, this first win, I was like, this was a sideways chart. If you can see this, and I'm doing 3 minute, 1 minute, 5 second analysis. This is what I'm going to be teaching in my new book that's coming out. I'm not sure when the book's coming out now. I'm just not really sure. I've got it close to being done. I want to get my account up really good, and I want to become very successful at this before I actually publish it. So that's my thought now, is I'm going to be publishing the book. I'd like to get my account maybe well into day 60 of successful trades. Right now we're at day 32, so I think we're getting there. So this was a down trade because this was a put, and I think because I thought I might not win this, and then it broke down. Okay, so this is a win. This is going to be a win, so I'll show you that win. But I think I won that one because there was a double cross on the 3 minute. So basically, there's a double cross. If you look down at the 3 minute RSI, or the 3 minute MACD, and then there's a double cross, and so it looks kind of crazy there. But if I zoomed out in it and looked at it, I can tell you. Let's see, 3 minute. There it is. It double crossed to the down, and it looks like it's bouncing in this channel. So that's why I took that trade, and I won that trade. I lost the next one because I think I pushed it. I thought, well, maybe it's going to keep going down. But when I see a double cross, and I teach this, I'm going to be teaching this double cross method too. I teach it on our website and some of our courses. It really is one of my favorite methods. But you see a stochastic and a MACD double cross like down here. Every time I put my cursor over here, it pulls up this play button. So it's kind of annoying. But you can see there the MACD is double crossed down and the stochastic is crossed down. And I feel like that was a pretty good signal. There I got my cursor on it right there, and that's why I took that put, and it did play out. It was a 2 minute put, and it played out. Look, it played out pretty good. There we go. It broke down, and it finally won. Now I know I re-entered here because I thought to myself, this is probably going to keep going, and I think I entered another put after this one won. It kind of went back up. I thought, okay, what's it doing? I'm drawing some lines. See how it's kind of going in between here, and I just wasn't sure which direction at this point. I wasn't sure which direction it was going to head at this point because it's at this line right here right now, but it's still sort of double crossing down in the 3 minute. Okay, but I'm not sure I had enough confirmation. In the 1 minute, the double cross had already happened, and it had happened pretty already. Like, it was already spent. A double cross will last for a few minutes usually. Also in the 1 minute, where the RSI is kind of touching and maybe looks like it's going to reject right there. So let's kind of fast forward and see what it did. I think I watched this chart for a long time, and then when it got up here in the 5 second, I let it trick me because I thought, okay, it's up here in the 5 second. I thought that's a pretty strong thing, and I'm thinking this chart is going to go down. So I just took a guess on that, and that's what it looks like in the 1 minute. I took it right here, kind of pulled back. As you can see, my trade is pretty much right on this line. It's right below this line. It really I should have got a higher position. If I would have been looking at this in 1 minute at that moment, or this is a 3 minute, I don't know, because I do think that this is still wide open. There's a little crick in this one, so that gave me a little bit of I could think, okay, that I can see that's going to change. But I really do think that overall this 3 minute chart probably would want to go down. And so I took the trade, and it stayed down pretty well for a long time. But then it broke up above my line, and it was like, it just really wasn't sure that it wanted to go back down. And it never did. It just almost Almost did, but here's what I was talking about, and I'll talk about more. This is the inner candle pressure lines. I mean, this line right here, had I got it up at this line, I might have won. If I had got it up at this level, then I would have won. That was that level. That was the real level. I just entered this trade a little hastily, being that I was looking at the 5-second chart and thinking, "Ooh, I got a nice little rise here." I just wasn't looking at my green line, which is really the most important line. It's the line that really showed me where the supports were from back here. This green line was right here. It showed me that this is a green line. I entered too low. I should have entered up here when it had peaked. But you win some, you lose some, and that one was a loss. So then I thought to myself, I looked at that chart for quite a while. I think I stared at this chart thinking, is it going to break up? Is it going to break down? Is it going to break up? And it did. It broke down, and then it almost got down. I thought, ooh, this is going to be a major turnaround. And so I thought, okay, I'll take a call on this. But then I thought to myself, no, I've already lost 2 trades on this chart. And when I've already lost 2 trades on a chart, or already lost one trade on the chart, I lost 1 trade. It sort of starts my mind sort of starts not being able to process. Like, I kind of have this feeling like, ooh, I want it to go down, and I think it's going to go down to here. But I saw this little pattern right here that gave me a little bit of, like, it spooked me. It comes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, and then it starts to go down again. And I thought, what's the chances that it hits this line and bounces off? And I just wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure that it wasn't going to break that. And so I just felt like, this is not the kind of chart that I'm supposed to be trading in. I should really go and trade in one that looks like real specific. So what I'm going to do, because I like this new video style I'm doing, is I'm going to show you what happened to this. Let's look at this chart. This was odd CAD, and it was like at 832. Okay. 832, about 832 on OddCAD. So let's go back to OddCAD where I was trading. Okay, so it actually did. This is pretty cool. It actually did what I thought it was going to do. Okay, so it came down here, it went up. It came down here, it went up. It came down here, and this is where I lost one of my trades, just barely. And then I thought, well, I think it's going to go down. So it started to push down, and it might have tricked me here, and I would have thought, ooh, it's going to the line. Luckily, I did not get in on this, because this is where I was like feeling strange about this, because it went back up, then it went back down again. It's like, ooh, it's like then it went back up, then it went back down again. Now this is the 1 minute, and it hit here. Now this is where I was really looking for it. I was really looking for it here. And so if I had been patient for another, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 minutes, I would have seen it hit this bottom. And as soon as it hit that bottom, I would have taken a 3 to 5 minute call, and it would have been great, because it did follow its channel. It did do what it said it was going to do. And if you look at this in 3 minute, see, I would have been tricked. I don't know if I would have been tricked or not, but I really wanted it to go down, but it kept pushing up. It got very high wicks, so it kind of set up a line here, and that's what I see it doing. It set it. Excuse me, coughing there on the podcast. Anyway, this is interesting, and I'm glad that I got off this chart, because as soon as I got off this chart, I won 4 trades in a row, and I did it on this. And this is really exciting, because I popped over here and I looked at this chart, and I thought, I looked at this and I thought, oh, big uptrend. I saw this chart right here. I said, let me go look and see what else is going. And odd CHF is what I came to next. And I saw basically odd CHF in a ginormous uptrend, okay? And I think I can just pull that odd CHF up here. This is what I saw odd CHF doing in 3 minutes, and I was looking at 3 minutes, and I just saw it going up. And I think I caught it right around here somewhere. Is this where I was? It was like 8:32. Yeah, right around here is where I caught him. And I was like, oh, this is going up. And it wasn't like necessarily a massive trend surf, like straight up, but it was like, it was going, and it was semi bouncing off the white line in the 3 minute. In the 1 minute, it was It was just right here is where I got in, and I rode this right up. This is where the RSI in the 1 minute broke through. Okay, the RSI broke through here. I got in on this candle, I believe, and I have the video footage. So that's where I'm at. And then it just continued to push, and then I stopped. I won one more on this candle, I believe, and then I stopped, and it started to consolidate, and I thought what it would do is go back down. Right here, I thought about taking a put, but I was done winning for the day, so I didn't do any more trading. Would have been perfect, and so it makes me feel pretty good. I'm starting to get a real good feel for this. But let's see, after that big long candle, I said, okay, let's do it. And that's in this, this is the actual live. So right after this big candle, I was nervous about this because that's a big candle. So I waited for it to retrace down a little bit. It kind of went down, and it went down to this level, and I thought, okay, that's decent. And so I took a call, and then it won pretty big. Now it won so big, and it was pushing so strong that I went ahead and entered in a 2 minute. This is another enter. I entered here because I realized this is really a 1 minute trend surf, and it's really happening right in front of me. It was just happening. So I thought, I'm going to trend surf this. So I got that one win, then I got this win comes up here, and then right here I was like, okay, this is not a great position, but I was going in on this end of the candle. So this candle ended, and boom, I think I did that. Let's see here what I was doing. I entered in like at the end of this, maybe midway through. I should have waited till this dipped. It didn't get a great position on this, and you can see it's kind of moving there. This is very interesting though. So I'm going to win this trade at the bottom, and I got excited because I think this is really going. So I went ahead and entered another one, and then the only bad part about this is if this would have turned red and went down, I could have lost both these trades, and I think I was willing to do that, being that the 3 minute RSI was completely going up through. So if we look at go back to the live chart, if you go back here to this point where I was trading, you can see the 1 minute RSI had broken all the way through, and it's heading up. Everything's up, and even if you check the 3 minute RSI at this time at 8:32, right around here, the 3 minute RSI was also broke above and heading up, and it was kind of double crossing too. Everything was kind of pointing to this climbing to another high level in the 1 and the 3. And then so this one, less entries were made based on the 5-second chart. They were mostly based on this. And so this kept going. I won that trade. And then I got a little crazy. I was like, well, let's keep going. Let's see if we can get another one. And I waited till the end of this candle. It dipped, and I took another call. And then I thought to myself, this was a 1 minute call, and I thought I'd lost this one. I thought, this is it. I'm going to lose this, because it just kind of looks like now it's going to turn around. Luckily, there was still so much up pressure in this candle, but I really should have not taken this one. That's what I really think. The 3 minute had a little crick in it right here, but it still was wide open in the MACD. And so I really thought this is going to push, but this could have gone either way, really. And I was just kind of thinking, I had actually thought I'd lost this trade. At this point, I'm like, yeah, it's only 22 seconds. So I went in to look at the inner pressure of this candle, and yeah, luckily it bounced off the white line in the inner pressure, and I thought it really didn't win until the last second. It started bouncing. I'm like, oh, good, we're going to get a bounce here. And then we got 5 seconds left. It bounced back down, and I'm like, oh man, one more candle, and it bounced back up, and then I won that. That is when I looked back at the 1 minute chart here. I probably looked at the 1 minute and realized that I'm in sort of a really slowdown on that uptrend. But this is a nice trend surf. This was a beautiful, beautiful trend surf. And now we're getting to the top where it could go either way. I've seen charts stop right here and just go flat out, just go crazy up, or I've seen them just turn around and go right back down, and that's what this chart did. Anyway, in the end, this chart at like 8:41. If you want to look, we'll look at this in its actual live. I'm making this video right about when I just made it. My son is in there just he's screaming like a banshee. He is really screaming. So anyway, that's how this goes, and this is what happened at 8:32. I just lost my concentration because going back into the 1 minute here, I lost my concentration. My son, he gets up in the morning and then he just goes crazy. So that's how it is. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna let this be the video today. I got my 5 wins. I'm on day in my chart here. I think I'm clear up to day like 33 or so. Anyway, the balance is 868. That's my goal. Tomorrow we'll be doing more, and we're gonna go all the way to like day 60 or 90. Our real goal is to hit day 150, and I'm in a 6 deep martingale at 150, and I'm following this chart. The stuff you can go over to musiccitytrader.com, and you can check out links for everything I'm doing. I'm trying to put as much as I can up. I'm going to build the blog with all the strategies, but the YouTube channel right now is your best bet to just check stuff out. But right now we're going over here 868, so we're clear into we're clear. We cleared level 33 today, and so we're at level 34 tomorrow, and that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep climbing up until we get up to about $1,000 a day per income. Right now, the daily income at level 34, if you look over here, it's a whopping $24.92. Process is what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for process. I'm looking for dedication, or say discipline. I'm looking for those things, and that's really what I need in this whole scenario. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the podcast. You can listen on Spotify. You can listen on iTunes. You can watch us on YouTube. Fascinating World of Binary Options, Music City Trader, and we're launching out the new book here as soon as we get our account up to where we feel like really confident in the strategies that we're teaching. Then the book will be out. It'll be awesome. And then also I'll be releasing a new blog with all the videos, etc., and maybe even a social network that we can connect. Whatever you guys think, leave your comments in the description and let me know what you think. You need next, and we'll just keep trading. Because my goal, really, beyond building. My first goal is to become a great trader and become a full-time trader, and that's where I'm on this road to here, and it'll be just not too many months from now, just a couple months from now, I'll be able to do that. And then the next goal is to, kind of make my journey known, through the book and through the strategies and through the podcast and through YouTube. So let me know what you think, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.